All right, so I ordered some 16-inch pizza peels because I wanted to make bigger pizzas, and I have the code of 16 on arrival, and I've been using this 12-inch, which seemed plenty big, and then so I got the pans. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. And here's the 16-inch peel, and then I got the 16-inch bad boy as well. It's a workout just to lift, so it inspired me. I'm gonna give a try at making a 16-inch pizza. We'll see if this dough is even gonna stretch big enough, and then we'll throw it into the Pro. I still have that one, and we'll fire that up, and we'll see how a 16-inch in the Pro turns out. Stay tuned. So even before I add any toppings, it's already done its job. By giving me a bigger target, I made a bigger pizza. You know, it's interesting. It's what you aim for. If you have a peel that is this size, oh, well, that ends up being the pizza size. And, you know, it's not like it's a ton bigger in reality, but it's just that hanging over part. That's the difference between 15 and a half 16-inch pizza and a 12, or really it's an 11 because you're a little bit smaller. Anyway, we'll see how it turns out. All right, it took a lot longer and it's quite a bit heavier than I would expect. I don't really know how this is gonna go. I'm a little skeptical, I'll admit. All right, here we go. Got the Ooni Pro all fired up. We got our pizza ready to go. Look at that. All right, I want to turn it down here. All right, I managed to get a turn, and probably could turn the flame up just a little bit, but it's doing its thing. All right, I got the parchment paper out and relaunched it using the peel here, and you can really hear it sizzling. I think I'm going to use a smaller turning peel to turn it from here on out. I've turned it back down, and it's getting its good crisp on. It needs another turn or two. Probably could do with a few more minutes, but I don't know, it just seemed like it was dying to come off here. It's crispy on the edges, if not burnt. And the nice thing about the new 16-inch peel, the pan here, is while we didn't get all the way to the edge, you know, we got a good sized pizza, definitely a bigger pizza than I would have gotten otherwise. And the Pro worked pretty well, although with this metal pizza peel going in here, the full 16, it is right at the edge. And so if you're going at it at a wonky angle, I got stuck a few times. So that's something to know just with the Pro here. It's tight. The wood launcher worked great. It is tight, but it just seems to, maybe because of the curved angles, it just handled going in and out. And yeah, I got a little burned on there, but that's what you're gonna get. All right, we'll give it a taste test. All right, we're gonna give this a try. Here's our pizza. Got pretty well cooked on the bottom. Not a lot of rise on the side, but some rise on the inside. Nice. Good cheese consistency. Probably could have handled a little longer, but I admit I was fearful. I didn't want to burn. I'm fearful of the burn. So straight up pepperoni, you know, a little bit of wilt there, but bend it, you got no wilt. So I don't know. I'd say pretty good. Even very good. And the encouragement to go bigger helped. Interesting. We're gonna try the experimental one. That one shouldn't even been possible. That was pork belly and peaches. All right, we'll see. All right, that pepperoni was fantastic. I'm gonna cleanse my palate now. It's a bit of an aggressive cleanse with the grapefruit, but it really does allow me to taste the next slice. And I've got a bunch of choices, and I think I'm going for this one. So we're gonna have a big peach first bite. Tastes like peaches around a campfire. Pretty good. So, not as good. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. It's not as good as the first one. There's no sauce. It was just olive oil, which was an experiment. And the lack of sauce, I think, really harmed it. And I mean, the dough is good. It's crispy, it's crunchy. The peaches are a little too wet, which I was worried about when I put them on there. The mozzarella cheese has done well. That was probably the best part of the whole thing. And don't get me wrong, it tastes great. I think it's gonna be more of a slice and serve as hors d'oeuvres kind of thing than as, you know, as a whole big slice on your own. But the pepperoni, yeah, that's where it's at. All right, I think we can draw some conclusions. The pepperoni was a hit. It was crisp, stood up on its own. Did everything you'd want from a thin crust pizza. And not surprisingly, the one that was overloaded and too wet, the peaches were too big. They're delicious, but they just weighted down the dough so that didn't get its fluffy crust. And then the mozzarella cheese was also pretty wet, as were the pork bellies, which were also, they weren't sliced small enough. It was sloppy. And I got, as a result, a sort of average-ish pizza. I mean, it's still delicious. Everyone who had some enjoyed it, but they would have much preferred more pepperoni. So there you go. The big peel and the big pan, those definitely helped in making it bigger. And you know, it doesn't seem like it's that big a deal, but when you're limited by your imagination, and I didn't think that that dough was gonna get even close to big enough, and it did. So I learned something. There you go. Enjoy.